Shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's on the way. Got a new Chris Foss ready, don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's up too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And Shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away.
For the 49ers.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Sanders first carry of the game. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Sherman on the tackle.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And some space here. 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First down. It's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Wentz's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Gain on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
To Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
With the score, Eagles 7, 49ers nothing.
Second and 2. Now Wentz on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Possession.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Working from the gun. Wentz flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
At the 1-yard line.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. To throw again. Dobbs. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Good.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
49ers.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Mostert. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle by Demarius.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Okay, CD, 2nd quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 14. 49ers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
6-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Eagles 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On the pickup.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on second down. Dobbs. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Dobbs. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They hand it off to Mostert. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Watch tight end. Everyone got 4 down.
Throwing again. Dobbs taking a shot for Samuel. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Completes it to Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Switch it. Come on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. You got to take care of the football. You got to hold on to it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11.
Check back 47. Nice, sweetheart.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch 54. Switch up. Mine's 54. Watch the back. Lion. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Win. Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip. Jim. Run. Kill.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. unable to connect in that attempt.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On to this offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 15. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch, and he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers, and now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
1st and 10 at the 40.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
49ers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gold, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a 2nd guy in the vicinity to try and cover it.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 81 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. And that was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the 2nd half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
An Eagle first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Minkah Fitzpatrick
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Eagles 42, 49ers.
Now after 14. The touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike's 47. 18 ready. 18 ready. Check tight. Check tight. Hey, check Mike 47. Check.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Eagles.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it. And they take a knee.
Wentz on the keeper.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. James now to return it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Final score, Eagles 42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They